What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Dubai, you guys. This is season 2, episode number 5, you guys. And before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then have me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this episode of The Real Housewives of Dubai, shall we? Alrighty, you guys. So this episode, it was actually kind of felt like a filler episode, if I'm being honest with myself. So, this episode, where do I want to start up with? I guess we'll get to stuff that I thought was kind of, I won't say like boring, but the stuff that I didn't find that interesting, I'll get it out the way. So, the first thing we'll talk about is Sarah. So, when it comes down to Sarah, what I will say about Sarah and this guy, Akin, I really kind of feel like Sarah is moving really fast with the relationship or whatever it is. I think she's moving a little fast because in this episode, we see her with her son and Akin. And we also found out that I guess the day before, he had babysat her son. And I was like, oh, you trust him with your child. And I'm not saying that the man would do anything to her son, but for me, I would, if I had kids, I don't know that I would be so comfortable. I don't care if we've been talking for 2 months, 3 months. I don't care. It's going to take some time before I feel comfortable with you being with my kid. And damn sure, I'm not going to feel comfortable with you being with my kid without me taking my kid to the store and doing anything. And I know things may be safer over there in the UAE than they are over here in the States, right? But you can just never be too certain. And again, I'm not saying that the man would do anything to her son. I just think it's a little soon. But hey, you guys can tell me what you think and feel in a live chat or in the comments. And we'll go ahead and just keep on with Sarah. So after that, we saw as Sarah introduced Akin to Ayan, Saba, and the other black lady. So they were kind of grilling him, asking him stuff. So I think he was talking about his background, right? So I think his dad is the one that's black, and his mom is German. I believe that's what he said. He is Muslim, and he is he is in the process of moving over to Dubai. So it is what it is. Now in this scene, I thought it was so odd how Sarah just brought up Lisa in this conversation with Ayan and wondering if there are things going on in Lisa's life. And what I say to that is if you have any questions, concerns about Lisa, you go to Lisa and ask her, is everything okay with her? But that's part of my problem with Sarah. Sarah seems like Sarah comes off as someone who wants to fix everybody. That's a problem to me. It really is. I really do feel like, no offense to you, Sarah, I actually do like you. I just think you can be hella annoying. But I think that doctor title that because she has Dr. Sarah Almendani in her name on Instagram and stuff. I don't know if it's actual doctorate or whatever, right? But I think that sometimes that stuff goes to her. It's like she thinks she sees a problem with someone and she wants to fix it, so to speak. And if people didn't ask you to help them or do anything for them, then respectfully mind your business. That's what I say to Sarah. But you guys tell me what you guys think and feel about that, and we will go ahead and move on to the next person, you guys. So the next person I guess we can talk about, because she didn't really have much in her scene, was our girl Lisa. So you guys know Lisa has her company Mina Rowe, and like I've said before, you guys know Beyonce wore her maternity clothes when she was pregnant with the twins. Who else has worn her clothing that I know of? Well, Housewives, right? I know that Sonia wore her clothing when she was pregnant. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that what's her name from Miami? Nicole, Dr. Nicole. I think Nicole wore some of her stuff. So some of the housewives have worn her maternity wear. So also with this, so we see her. She's doing a photo shoot for her new skincare line, right? Skincare. She's also doing some stuff for moms. I guess what this stuff was she was talking about is after leaving, getting ready to leave the hospital and all that kind of stuff. So kudos to Lisa for expanding her business. I'm all here for it. I Like I said plenty of times before, I love Lisa. Lisa's my girl, and we're gonna stick beside Lisa. Now, what I will say is, Lisa, mama, when you, because so she had these underwear, right? And she wanted to do a who wore it better, her or the mannequin, and she put the underwear on. And what I will say is, she looked amazing. Even in the underwear, she looked amazing. So, Lisa, definitely do something with the skin, because baby, your skin is glowing, and your face is definitely made for the camera. But hey, you guys, that is really all we had for Lisa. I'm looking at her website, you guys. Her website is she has an amazing website. She has an amazing website. So on her website, let's see what you guys can shop for. You can shop for your maternity stuff, dresses, tops, bottoms, jumpsuits, swimwear sets. She even has essential oils. She has her skincare. She has a Oh wow, she has a belly mask, she has a lip balm, and she has a belly and body oil. And I think that's what she was talking about was the skincare, like for stretch marks and stuff. Shit, hell, I could use that to give her some of these stretch marks. And but hey, shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Lisa. But yeah, you guys go check out Mina Rowe. Like I said, it's some stuff up. I mean, she got it's some stuff that's pricey on here, but hey, oh my God, this shit is pricey. No, no shade, Lisa, but yeah, your stuff is a little pricey. But people buy the stuff, so hey, congratulations to her. I did have a question about that fashion show that she did last year. I thought that was supposed to be for regular clothes, not just maternity. But hey, it is what it is. Our girl is doing big things, and I'm happy for her. So let's go ahead and move on to the next person, you guys. So I guess the next person we'll talk about will be Talene. So with Talene, I didn't mention this last week, but I'm gonna mention it now. The storyline about the baby is like, my God, how many ways do we have to recycle this story when it comes to housewives, younger housewives, and their husbands wanting more kids or some wanting a boy? It's like, oh my God. But okay, it is what it is. That's her storyline, and we just gonna rock and roll with it, right? So I don't know where she and her family went to. It looked like a ball, it looked like a playground, but it also looked like a farm because there were animals there as well. So she sat down, and she and and her husband, they were talking about having another baby. Honestly, the two women who are having conversations about babies on this show, I don't feel as if at this point they want babies. I will say with Talene, I'll say with Talene, it doesn't feel like Talene wants a baby currently, but she is. I feel like she might be open to the idea of having another baby. But again, currently, I don't feel that Talene wants to have a baby, right? So while Talene and her husband were sitting, they had a conversation about the other black woman. And I was like, oh, sweet Jesus. I'm like, I hate talking about that lady. I really do. Like, I don't. like I don't like speaking about her at all. Nothing about that woman. I just don't like. I even hate saying the other black woman at this point, right? But the other black woman, I had a conversation about her, right? So they're talking about what happened at the Queen Ayan's Queen's party, right? So Taleen's whole thing with Lisa, she was like, you know what? She's just gonna move forward with it and let bygones be bygones, pretty much, right? And I'm cool with that. I don't have a problem with people who want to let, you know, it's like, yeah, you said something to me, you offended me, but you and I, we can just, it wasn't that detrimental, it wasn't that deep, so we can move forward with it. And I think that's where Taleen is with the group. I think she's like, I'm new to the group. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. So, and everything is surface. So, Taleen said that the other black woman called her the same night to tell her that she overheard Lisa and Stanberry talking. And what she said was that she heard Stanberry say she doesn't know why Taleen pulled her to the side because they're not friends like that. And I'm gonna ask this question: does that sound like it's something that's just deep? And now, would I tell my friend that? Probably. I would just say to my friend, like, you had the conversation with her, and from what I heard, I wouldn't say I would say from what I heard. So I don't know that this is true. That this is what was said. You can ask her yourself, but from what I heard, she wasn't. She was wondering why did you pull her aside and you guys ain't even friends like that, right? But I doubt that she said that, especially with the conversation that Talene and Stanberry had with each other, where Talene was just basically telling her, like, hey, your husband said some things to my husband and it came back to me, and I just want to give you a heads up. So I don't see why Stanberry would say anything so negative like that, right? So Talene says that she picked up the phone and called Stanberry, and Stanberry, they got Lisa on the line, right? And honestly, it's a game of telephone, and it's also a game that the other black woman is playing where she's stirring up the pot. She's being messy and for no apparent reason, because it's like you couldn't get the whole situation with Talene's vagine being out, according to you and what Stanberry said, right? They moved past that. So now you're like, oh, they cool. So I gotta throw some kind of a wrench in there and make her not like the woman because I don't like her currently. That's really what it's giving. And I'm gonna talk about something in a little bit because I'm gonna go to Twitter, and actually let's go ahead and go over there, right? Because her husband just told her to have a conversation with the other black woman, right? And so that's exactly what she did. But I'm looking on Twitter from last night, and I see so many people who are upset with Talene. And I'm so confused why people are upset with Talene because it doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm reading this, and it's from a quote retweet of Jay's reality blog, where it says Talene tells the other black woman she feels like she instigates stuff, which she absolutely does. She's done that since season one. But then here go people saying, I kind of get the other black woman because you don't even know Stanberry and you turning on me for her when all I'm doing is standing up for you. I'd be done too. I don't agree with that. And then I see other people saying, well, the other black woman got her on this show, so she should have loyalty to her. I hate when people say stupid shit like that. Because these women, like, I hate when people say stuff like that. Oh well, if it wasn't for her, she wouldn't be on the show. Stop taking credit for other people's accomplishments. That's tacky as fuck. And if y'all do this to y'all friends, y'all are tacky as hell as well, right? It's like me, like my one of my good friends, we work at the same company together. I would never say, "Oh, I got her this job," because I did not get her the job. What I did do for her was I advocated on her behalf. I told her, "Go apply for the job." She applied for the job. She let me know when she applied for it. I talked to my manager, And when they were pulling application, when they were pulling the apps, they pulled hers, reached out to her for an interview. She did the interview. She got herself the job. I was just the person who was able to help her in the process, but I did not get her the job. Same way the other black woman did not get Talene this job. All she did was probably talk to someone in casting or in production and suggested, hey, Talene is one of my friends. I think she will be a good addition for the show. And so she pitched her. And then the producers reached out to her. And when the producers reached out to her, then they did an interview with her. They liked what they saw and they brought her on the show. Y'all can miss me with all the BS, right? So then Talina and the other black woman, they sit down. That conversation went absolutely nowhere because I don't feel like the other black woman think that she's wrong in anything that she's done. You're stirring the damn pot, lady. You're also lying. I don't believe anything that comes out of her mouth. It's just something off about that woman. It really truly is something off about that woman. But because Celine literally told her, like, you're stirring the pot, and I'm like, she's absolutely stirring the pot. And I really want to know what the issue is with her and Stanberry, because last season you were up Stanberry's ass when it came to the whole. You were up her ass. Ugh, I can't with that lady. I can't with her. I can't with her. I can't with her. I wouldn't even sat with. I really wouldn't have sat with her, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, here she is on Twitter. Watch all of the microaggressions that come out of her mouth as things continue to play out. Rage, aggression, spiraling. This is why I said nope and left. I clocked that it was fake and I didn't want to take part in fake scenes to give her a moment. Sorry, no. Girl, stop with the book. This lady is delusional. This lady is delusional. Like, you got upset that Talene clocked you. It has nothing to do with race. Like, it has absolutely nothing to do with race. There's no microaggressions. She's playing the victim. But hey, it is what it is. I want you guys to tell me what you think and what you feel in the comment section, and we'll go ahead and move on and wrap up the episode, you guys, with Stanberry. All right, you guys. So Stanberry, the one thing that I want to say about Stanberry, girl, you do not, and I repeat, you do not want to have a child with Sergio, because I just don't buy it. I don't believe it that she wants a child with Sergio. Your kids are almost grown. I don't think that she wants to start over, and I just wish that she would tell him that. But hey, it is what it is, right? So she's inviting the ladies to the desert, and she told Ayan no ball gowns. I was like, good luck with that one with Ayan. So Sergio's parents are coming to visit them, right? But they're still doing work in that house. Now I will say that bonsai tree, I loved it. That bonsai tree. Now, did she say vitamins? Does that mean vitamins? Let me know in the comments if you guys know, right? Now, I do have a question about Sergio and Stanberry. Why the hell are y'all sleeping on the floor? Do y'all not own a bed? Like, are y'all or are y'all getting a bed custom made? Like, that's the question that I have for y'all to be sleeping on the floor. So, of all the ladies, Ayan was the first one to come over to the house. Again, I asked the question. The house is nice, right? But it's pretty empty. It's pretty empty. But hey, again, maybe they're getting custom furniture. Who knows? So I'm not gonna sit here and judge her. I was just kind of confused that they ain't had no that they still sleeping on the floor. That's just me. But hey, after that, we see as they went to a doc. Now I don't know if well, it obviously ain't a fertility doctor because it doesn't seem like fertility is legal in Dubai, right? So I guess they went to like a OB that had to be like an OBGYN. So the doctor is telling them that if they do want to have this baby boy, that you want to do it before the big 5-0. And when Sergio said, what is the big 5-0? I was like, Sergio, 50. My God, 50 years old, sir. So then we also found out that surrogacy is illegal in Dubai. And I was like, wow. That is very interesting. When you think about the things over there that's illegal, that you can't do, like you can't argue in public, drinking, like how we take for granted here in the States, being able to go outside to a pool, and go to go wherever and drink. Um, it's just a lot that you when you realize things are so different from the US, right? So if they do go the route of surrogacy, the only options they have is to, either do it here in the find a surrogate here in the US or one in Spain. And I was like, okay, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But again, like I said, I just don't believe that Stanberry wants to have a child with Sergio. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Ayan, she told Stanberry that, she had talked to her daughter Yasmin, and Yasmin was worried about them having a baby because of the fact that she says that she was raised by nannies. And Stanberry felt the way about that, but I love the fact that Ayan was like, you can't take away from how she felt, right? Those are her feelings. And I love that Ayan did that, right? But hey, let me know what you guys think in the comments, live chat, and we will discuss it there. So then you guys, we see at Sergio's parents, they made it, and then we get ready for the desert party. You guys. I don't know why Stanberry told Ayan do not wear a ball gown because she still ended up wearing one. She still ended up being over the top anyways. And it's Ayan for you, right? So the ladies, she sent them a video saying that, the Sprinter van that she got them, it broke down. So she put them in another van. But then when they got in that van and they rode so far, she has sports cars for them to ride to the location that they're going to be having the desert part. They're going to be at in the desert, right? And so, what I want to say real quickly here is when they sat down. I have an issue with Sarah. I really have an issue with Sarah because it's the fact that Sarah can sit there and defend the other black woman, but then when you were talking about Ayan, you say that she's using what happened to her and she makes herself the victim. But you're sitting here making the other black woman and the fact that she opened her business, the fact that that may be a lot on her, you're excusing everything that she does, but you can see it for Ion. And it's so weird to me, right? And then you're sitting over here defending the other black woman when Talina's telling how she felt. And you can see that the other black woman is being completely dismissive of her friend. So I'm just so confused with Sarah. Like, Sarah's a hypocrite. I gotta be real about that. I think Sarah's a hypocrite. Because you can defend the other black woman, but you couldn't defend Ayan. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, the math doesn't math. It doesn't add up to me. But hey, that's what it is. So we pretty much end the episode there. Um, I did kind of catch that the other black woman was talking about the fact that Lisa is jealous of Stanberry and Ayan's new budding friendship because at one point they were holding hands with each other, and Lisa said, "Why are you guys having to hold hands?" And so in the other black woman's interview, she was like I said, she says Lisa is jealous of Ayan and Stanberry. I'm like, pot me kettle, because you're jealous of Talene and Stanberry. Just be real with yourself about it. Like, this is part of the reason why I don't like that lady. Part of the reason, not the reason why I don't care for her. But that's Real Housewives of Dubai, you guys. Feel free to let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section below. Subscribe to the channel, and also, you guys, turn on your post notifications and share the video, you guys. And until next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.